Stop throwing your money away. Right now, sitting under your kitchen sink or on the shelf of any dollar store in America, there is a $1 ingredient that will permanently fix your clogged, weak, disgusting shower head. And the plumbing industry has known about it for decades. They just never told you. Because the moment you find out, you stop buying their $40 replacement heads, their $60 descaling kits, their $100 plumber visit just to tell you to buy a new one. The average American spends between $500 and $1,500 every few years replacing shower heads and calling plumbers for what is essentially a mineral buildup problem. A problem that a single bottle of white distilled vinegar, $1 at Walmart, solves completely and permanently. They didn't hide this because it fails. They hid it because it works too well. Let that sink in for a second. $1 versus $500 to $1,500. And that is on the low end. Full bathroom replumbing jobs triggered by neglected buildup can run you $8,000 to $10,000. Contractors have bought second homes off jobs that started with a weak shower head. And the entire time, the fix was sitting in your pantry next to the salad dressing. This channel exists for one reason: to blow open the vault. Every video you find here is a piece of suppressed knowledge that industries worth billions of dollars have spent decades burying under marketing budgets, paid influencers, and product launches designed to make you feel like you need them. You do not need them. You never did. And if you want to stop wasting money on industry lies and start keeping that money in your own pocket where it belongs, subscribe right now and hit the bell. Not for me, for yourself. Because what is coming in the next few minutes is just the beginning, and every single video after this one goes deeper. Now let me take you back, not to yesterday, not to 10 years ago, back to 1880, specifically to the textile mills of Lowell, Massachusetts. Industrial chemists working in those mills were dealing with a massive problem. The pipes and metal equipment were getting choked with calcium and mineral deposits from the hard water running through the machinery. Production was slowing. Equipment was failing. And these men, who understood chemistry at a level most people today still do not, started experimenting with acidic solutions to dissolve the buildup without corroding the metal underneath. What they discovered was that acetic acid, the active compound in common white vinegar, was aggressive enough to break down calcium carbonate and magnesium deposits at the molecular level, but gentle enough to leave the metal itself completely unharmed. They documented it. They used it. And it worked so well that it became standard knowledge passed down through generations of working-class American households. Your grandmother already knew this. She used it every single day. Not just for cleaning, for descaling kettles, unclogging pipes, restoring pressure to faucets. It was household wisdom so common and so effective that it got handed down like a family recipe. And then something happened in the 1950s and 1960s, the post-war consumer boom. Suddenly, there was money in selling Americans products they did not need. Factories were retooling. Marketing was becoming its own industry. And companies realized very quickly that they could not patent white vinegar. It was too old, too simple, too cheap. You cannot build $1 billion business on something that every person can buy for $1 and use forever. So they did the next best thing. They buried it. They launched branded descalers. They created chemical formulas with names that sounded scientific and sophisticated. They trained plumbers to recommend replacements instead of restorations. They built a system where the average American homeowner genuinely believes that a weak shower head is a broken shower head, that mineral buildup is permanent damage, that the only fix is a new unit or a professional service call. None of that is true, not one word of it. Here is what is actually happening inside your shower head right now, explained at the molecular level so you understand exactly why the industry does not want you to know this. Hard water, which flows through the taps of over 85% of American homes, is loaded with dissolved calcium and magnesium ions. When that water heats up and passes through the small nozzle openings in your shower head, the water evaporates, but the minerals do not. They stay behind. They bond to the interior surfaces and to each other, forming calcium carbonate crystals. These crystals are alkaline compounds. They are hard, they are sticky, and over time, they completely block the water channels inside your shower head. That is why your pressure drops. That is why the spray goes sideways. That is why the head looks caked and white and dirty no matter how many times you wipe it down. Now, white distilled vinegar has a pH of around 2.4. It is a mild acid. When acetic acid comes into contact with calcium carbonate, a chemical reaction occurs immediately. The acid donates hydrogen ions that react with the carbonate, breaking it apart into calcium acetate, water, and carbon dioxide. You will actually see it fizzing. That fizz is the mineral deposit literally dissolving in real time. The calcium acetate that forms is water-soluble, meaning it rinses away completely clean. No scrubbing, no special tools, no residue. The mineral is gone at the molecular level, not just wiped off the surface. Gone. Completely. Permanently removed from inside every channel and nozzle in that shower head. And the plumbing industry, a sector worth over $130 billion in the United States alone, cannot sell you that. They cannot charge you $400 for a new rainfall showerhead if you know that your current one works perfectly and just needs a $1 soak. They cannot justify the markup on their branded lime and calcium removers, which are, by the way, largely just diluted acid solutions in a fancy bottle with a $15 price tag, if you understand that straight white vinegar is more concentrated and more effective. So they keep you in the dark, they keep you replacing, they keep you calling. And every year, you do not know what you're about to learn, you are handing them money you earned. If you've made it this far, you already know more than 99% of homeowners in this country. Seriously. Most people will watch an ad for a $40 shower head tonight, pull out their credit card, and never once question why their old one stopped working. You are not most people. You're sitting here, right now, about to learn the exact method that plumbers and hardware store owners genuinely hope you never find out. So let's get into it. No fluff, no filler. Here is exactly what you do. First, you need white distilled vinegar. Not apple cider vinegar, not cleaning vinegar with added surfactants. Plain white distilled vinegar. The standard 5% acidity version that costs between 79 cents and $1 at any grocery store, dollar store, or Walmart in America. One bottle is more than enough. You will probably have leftovers. Buy one bottle and you have solved this problem for the next 5 years at minimum. Step 1. You're going to remove the shower head. This is easier than it sounds. Grab a wrench or a pair of pliers. Wrap the jaws with a cloth or a piece of tape first so you do not scratch the finish. Turn counterclockwise. That is it. Most shower heads have been hand tightened anyway and will come off in under 30 seconds. If yours is stubborn, apply a little pressure and hold. It will break free. Set it aside. Look inside the neck of the pipe coming out of your wall. You will likely see buildup there too. We will come back to that. Step 2. Take a container large enough to fully submerge the shower head. A Ziploc bag works perfectly for this. A bowl or a bucket works too. Pour in enough white distilled vinegar to completely cover every surface of the shower head. You want full submersion. Every nozzle, every channel, every crevice needs to be in contact with that vinegar. If you are using a Ziploc bag, place the shower head inside, pour in approximately 1 to 2 cups of vinegar, seal it tight, and make sure the head is fully coated. You should already see tiny bubbles forming where the vinegar is making contact with the mineral deposits. That is the reaction starting. That is your $1 solution already going to work. Step 3. Leave it alone. Walk away. This is where people get impatient and ruin the process. For light to moderate buildup, you need a minimum of 1 hour of soaking time. For heavy buildup, and if your shower head has not been cleaned in over a year, assume heavy buildup. You want to let it soak for a full 8 hours. Overnight is ideal. Put it in before you go to bed and pull it out in the morning. The longer the soak, the more thorough the dissolution. You are not scrubbing. You are not working. The chemistry is doing everything. Step 4. After soaking, remove the shower head from the vinegar. You will notice the liquid has gone cloudy or slightly brown. That cloudiness is dissolved mineral content. That is the calcium and magnesium that was blocking your water pressure, now suspended in solution and about to go down your drain forever. Take an old toothbrush, any cheap one works, and gently scrub the nozzle openings. You're not trying to scrape anything off at this point. The deposits are already dissolved. You are just clearing out any loosened debris sitting in the holes. Run the brush lightly across every nozzle in a circular motion. Takes about 60 seconds total. Step 5. Rinse the shower head thoroughly under warm running water. Hold it up and look through the nozzles toward a light source. You should be able to see clean, unobstructed openings. Every hole should be clear. If you see any remaining blockage in 1 or 2 nozzles, use a toothpick or the tip of a paper clip to gently push through the opening from the front. Do not force it. The deposit will be soft and loose at this point and will clear easily. Step 6. Before you reattach the shower head, take a cloth soaked in vinegar and wipe down the inside of the pipe neck coming out of your wall. Remove any visible buildup from the threads. Then wrap the threads with fresh plumber's tape, also called Teflon tape, which you can get for about $1 at any hardware store. Wrap it clockwise around the threads 2 or 3 times. This creates a watertight seal and prevents leaks. Then screw your shower head back on by hand, tighten gently with your wrench, and turn on the water. What happens next is the moment that makes people angry, genuinely, deeply angry. Because when that water comes on and you see full pressure, even spray distribution, every nozzle firing clean and strong, you're going to think about every time you replaced a shower head that did not need replacing. Every time you paid a plumber to diagnose something you just fixed in 8 hours with $1 and 0 effort. Every time you stood in a hardware aisle comparing models, reading reviews, swiping your card. All of it was unnecessary. All of it was preventable. And you were never told because telling you would have cost an industry billions. Do this maintenance every 3 to 4 months and your shower head will perform like new indefinitely. Indefinitely. No replacements, no service calls, no descaling products with ingredients you cannot pronounce. Just vinegar, time, and the knowledge that you have permanently stepped outside the system that was designed to keep you spending. Now here's what I need you to do. Not for me. For the person you know who is about to replace a perfectly good shower head this week because nobody told them the truth. Share this video, text it, post it, send it to the group chat. Every share keeps alive what the industry tried to erase. This knowledge survived because people refused to let it die, and now it is your turn to carry it forward.